let's clarify what the portfolio is asking you to do. So we have here in number 1, we've spent all our time looking how you can prove that two triangles are congruent. This is now asking, what if you move to a figure that has 4 sides? Specifically, the method of proving triangles congruent, SSS, is there a version of that for a 4-sided figure, SSSS? So the answer is either yes or no. I need you to pick one and also then explain how you made your choice. And so you're going to need to use words. You're also going to need to use pictures. Pay attention here to the explanation. It says when you're writing, you should use appropriate math vocabulary. So use the words that we have talked about in our lessons. And also write it in such a way that if a classmate read it, they would understand what you're saying. So actually do that. Have somebody else read it. And if they don't know what you're saying, then that means you need to clear up what you're saying. In number 2, there's a problem similar to what you had in your practice that's done 3 different ways. Well, because there are 3 different answers, that means that at least 2 of them are not done correctly. So your job is to say, okay, is it done correctly? If it is, explain how the proportion was set up. If it's not, explain what the problem is. What numbers did they put in the wrong spots? You don't need to actually then fix it. You just need to do that explanation. Here, we're looking at a property of triangles. When you draw a line parallel to one of the sides, you get some similarities going on. You're then going to use that idea to set up some proportions and solve for some missing lengths. So in this one, you don't need to write words, but you do need to show all your steps and be prepared during a brief interview, if I check in with you, to be able to explain why you did what you did. Number 4, you're going to be shown an example of what's called a flowchart proof, and then asked to interpret what it is. And then in the second part of number 4, you have another flowchart proof, but there are some parts missing. So it's your job to fill in those missing parts. So that would be all the missing ellipses, and then also this box at the bottom has some missing information. So you need to fill all that in, put in some arrows, and that's described here in the problem, and be prepared. So in order to get full credit for this portfolio, you have to be able to explain to me where the different parts here of your flowchart came from.